Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Calderone. Another edition of Coach's Corner. Joining us now, she is the head coach of the UAlbany softball team, Chris Canada. Chris, how's it going? Traditional handshake before the interview. How are you?
It's going well.
I see that in the standings and a lot of stuff. You guys just finished up that 3-game series against Maine. You take 2 out of 3, but all 3 games closely contested.
Yes,
to your
they
credit,
were.
you said, "Hey, listen, Wildcats. It's going to be about pitching," and throughout that series, it was.
Yes, it was. And you clearly jinxed us last week talking about the hitting and the most powerful lineup and is this the best lineup you've ever
But
had?
listen, you won 2 out of 3 games.
When we got 5 hits on Saturday in both games, I was cursing you.
The first thing you were thinking about was wait till the next show.
Corner next week. Yeah, because you're all about the jinxing and the, 8 of 9 games and 6 in a row.
Well, wait till we get to Binghamton.
Yep,
So,
that's right. Can't wait.
All kidding aside, that first game of that doubleheader, you get the win 2-1. Devin Durando doing what she normally does. She pitches a complete game, gave it just 1 hit or 1 run. But Maggie Cox, one of the seniors that we're getting to talk about because your freshmen have been playing so well. She goes 1 for 3 in that game. The 1 hit that ties her for second place, all time in career hits, and then the RBI. She's now.
No, she tied the RBI.
Oh, she tied the RBI, and now
moved into second place.
And moved into second
hits.
place.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting that.
Yeah.
So a great game and career for her. What has Maggie Cox meant to this program?
Well, she has just been a staple in the infield since she was a freshman here. She started as a freshman. I think she told me the other day when I subbed her out in Bryant, the other day when we were winning big, that was the first couple of innings that she hasn't been on the field her whole entire 4-year career, which I didn't know that. But, she's been a staple, solid defensive player. Came in as a very talented player we were expecting big things from her, and she just really worked so hard her whole entire career and still does every single day in practice, and that's why she's gotten to where she is, as a ball player. I mean, coming in as a freshman and starting as shortstop is a tough thing on a Division I team because there's a lot of responsibilities, and it's big responsibilities to fill. And, I might not have been her favorite person during her freshman year, but
That's tough love, right?
Yeah, it was, and we needed her to perform at a level, and she did it, and she worked really hard at the things that she needed to work hard at, and she's gotten to be one of the best shortstops we've ever had here, and definitely one of the best hitters we've ever had.
How nice is it to have somebody like that, considering, and we've talked about it for weeks now, about how these freshmen, your young players are contributing, but to have that veteran presence, to have somebody like that to say, listen, it's great that you're, playing so well, but, here we've got a senior who also came in with high expectations. She can tell you, it's not that easy. You got to grind every day to stay at that level.
That's right, and she sets that example every day in practice because she's always working hard. She's always doing what we need her to be doing, and she does take the young kids along with her and, throws with them and hits with them, and, and I think they really look up to her.
All right, so you guys win game 1, lose game 2, win game 3. You take 2 out of 3, which now sets up, this matchup against Binghamton here this weekend. And we've talked about, I call it a jinx.
You are a jinx.
I would like to consider me your lucky rabbit foot.
Okay.
But okay, so you look at this matchup, and we've kind of hinted about it where I've said, hey, look at how great you guys are playing. You're like, listen, Binghamton is right there with us. I've said this to John Battleino, which, by the way, on the UAlbany campus, there's going to be some great games this weekend. They got their regular season that they're wrapping up for women's college lacrosse. You guys have this Binghamton matchup. I'm going to imagine because of where you guys are in the standings, you don't have to do too many rah-rah speeches this weekend to get ready.
Well, I hope
for the
not.
Bearcats.
I hope I don't ever have to do that for any conference games because, that's what we're playing for. So, last weekend was a huge weekend for us because really Maine had beaten Binghamton 2 out of 3. So, and they are playing. They have the bottom teams left. So that was, to win the series was huge. Like you said, all 3 games were so close and could have gone either way. So when you come out 2 out of 3 on that, that's great. But now we're going up against the next giant, and that's going to be Binghamton. And they hit. if you want to, maybe you want to like talk about their hitting a little bit so that you can.
I thought you were going to say maybe you want to try to hit against them, because
No,
that's
I was just going to say maybe
not my
throw
area
a
of
little
expertise.
jinx their way. You know, they're are leading the American East in hitting. They're right up there nationally hitting, and they are leading in most of the categories in the American East. So they score a lot of runs.
You know, when I talked to you about your lineup throughout the season and how well your players have been hitting, as an overall, I mean, the conference, is this the toughest it's been in a while? I mean, you look at like what, despite record, you look at what UMBC does, in the middle of their lineup with their hitters hitting, high 300s, 400. What you guys are doing, Maine, Binghamton. I mean, is this?
Stony Brook also, yeah.
I mean, is this the toughest it's been in a while?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot more balanced. So now there's tough teams almost every weekend that you're playing. So that in that respect, it's also a good thing. So you're not going up and down and up and down. You're always facing good competition and working on the things you need to do to get better. And so, again, another big series for us. And it is going to be senior weekend, too. So,
every year when you usher out another group of seniors, I'm glad you mentioned that. What is this senior class? We already talked about Cox. What has this senior class meant to the program?
Well, Lindsay Haskell, Kelly Costello, and Maggie Cox are three seniors, and they've been working hard their whole careers here. They are three kids that do whatever I ask in practice all the time, and they're always trying to get better. Lindsay's had some injuries in her career, even injured for part of this year, so she hasn't gotten to be on the field as much as she'd like to. But Kelly's been pretty much a starter her whole career too. Maybe not right at the beginning of her freshman year, but probably halfway through her freshman year. So they've been like in our lineup, and obviously Lindsay's a catcher and Maggie's a shortstop and Kelly's a second baseman, so right up the middle. The middle, you always need to have strong kids in the middle of your defense. So they've been a big part of that.
She's the head coach of the UAlbany softball team, Chris Canada. I want to say good luck, but I don't want you to say you're jinxing me. So
please.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Listen, don't forget, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, tell a friend about UAlbanySports.com. I'm Joe Calderon. It's another edition of Coach's Corner. We'll see you next time.